We're excited to drive safe, Dave. Not only is it Friday, and for some folks like yourself, that means you have a weekend off again. You're going to go out and just do whatever it is you do. It's your weekend. And that's when you roll the dice. You say, this is what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, you're going gambling. You really are rolling the dice.
I am. I'm actually taking my mother and my stepmother and my wife and about my daughter and a whole bunch of people. We're going to run up to the casino. We're going to go have a good time on Friday night, but I will return, Sir Rick.
Lots of money sitting out there in the port of California still. Listen to this. Here we go. Hold on. No, stop. Don't steal my thunder. Okay. On September the 19th, we had 73 vessels out there at sea. 73. Hey, but let me tell you something. We as a country, we don't stand for that. We're going to put in measures. We're going to go 24 hours a day. Drive safe, Dave. We went to the 60s all the way to the upper 50s of ships out there in the sea. We're giving each other high five. Let's go. Give me a high five for it, guy. We have another record, and all of a sudden, 79 ships sitting at sea.
Boom.
We started with 73, and that was the issue. It's like, my God, we got to fix this. We go 24 hours a day. We have the government getting involved, saying, we're going to show you how to do this. And then yesterday, 79 ships, producer, a brand new record. Hey, congrats you out there in the sea. Good job. Keep them coming. Hey, sit out there and wait.
And not only are they out there, but we've reached record new levels of how long you have to wait. Now there are over 13 days of sitting around, hanging out, and being cool. I mean,
And we talked about the story, I believe it was a couple weeks ago, about the ships that are just being abandoned offshore.
Yes.
These guys feel like they're getting abandoned offshore right now, and if you leave them out there too much longer, people might start jumping ship to go collect their pay, because it seems like nobody's getting paid for just sitting on these vessels.
I'm gonna go with you on this for a second, because while the shipping container company that's leasing it out continues to lease it out for $130,000 a day, it doesn't mean somebody's paying $130,000 a day. They may be accruing a bill for $130,000 a day, and if they can't get the charges back from their customers in the United States, the container, wherever those are from, they go broke. To producer's point, all of a sudden, those folks are sitting at sea for 26 days now. They may be going broke. They may be having new residences right there where they are.
Yeah, and speaking of residences here in California, on top of all the problems we're seeing with the congestions in the port, all the empty containers that haven't been coming out of the port that don't have a place to go in California have actually been building up around the nearby surrounding towns of Wilmington.
So here you go. You got a loaded container. You spend all day trying to get your loaded container. You go in. You can't get the reservation to take it back in, but you got one coming out. So what do? You drop that one and you go get the other container coming, because you're not going to miss your outbound reservation because you can't make an inbound reservation.
Yeah, and so you have containers parked everywhere. And BCB Live, we're reporting a lot of news. And Drive Safe, Dave, we have a couple things. We got the ransomware gang, but before we do that, I want to talk about the Haiti. Right, we have some missionaries. Talking about good people like Sir Rick. We have missionaries that have been kidnapped. 16 Americans, 1 Canadian, 4 kids. Part of this thing from what's the name of that gang?
400 Mawazo.
400 Mawazo gang, the most notorious gang in Haiti.
Yeah, and not only the seriousness of we joke around, but the seriousness is this gang's reputation is about killing people. They do actually shoot people that don't pay, and they are very serious in their intent to get their money.
Yeah, $17 million is so $1 million a person on that. 80% of the abductions in this country, and mind you, there's been 328 of these this year. 80% are from this gang, in which producers they target the large group. They're not going after the individual. They're going after groups.
Yeah, they just pull the van over. They just pull the bus or the van over and have everybody, and they just hijack the entire bus and then take it to an offsite location and then declare their ransom demands.
Now, here, this driver just says, okay, I'm going to use that lane. But again, Got to watch out. Keep your head on that swivel. And yes, that came from behind you. But again, this driver had a lot of space out in front, so that could happen. Oh, it's crazies out there. Here, folks, got to pack your patience. So many things here that are just not right. You got the rain. You can see the spray, right? So the hydroplane is real risk. And there's tailgating, and then the quick lane change into another tailgate situation.
Not a big fan of this at all, and I think for many reasons. Number one, rain, slow down, don't gain on anybody. You have a car in front of you that's probably struggling in the water right now. It can spin out. It can do something. You have a car, a truck in the left, also going past you. It could lose control as well, and yet we are just keep going straight. We're getting closer, and then we switch lanes, and we're still right on the truck's tail. So nothing good about this. Drive safe, Dave. Pack your patience. Slow down. You can't do this. You don't want to put yourself in this situation.
Yeah, not only is this a bad stuff to do
Raining.
during regular weather and the perfect conditions, it's still not ideal.
It's raining.
And now
slow
it's raining.
down.
Yeah,
it's raining.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, hey, that's a blues clue. It's raining. It's slow down. It's raining. Don't gain. Not in the rain, not in the dry. You're in the rain. Slow down.
What don't you ever use in the rain? Drive safe.
What don't you ever use in
Should
the
you
rain?
never use in the rain?
Cruise control.
And not only is it 68 miles an hour with this driver, the cruise is on as well in this. So there's a lot of things. Just what you see is bad enough. But, man, there's so many bad decisions being made here that could have led to something horrible. Here, again, pack your patience. You got the merge. You're tailgating. And then we're going to make an illegal lane change, right?
2 solid white lines.
Yeah. Got to be patient. Just slow down. You got the merge point. You're not going anywhere. You look and see both lanes. Don't jump out there in such a hurry. Just back off here and pack the patience.
Follow the law. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of things on here. I mean, come on, you can't do this. It's so drive safe. It's not raining, so this is okay, right?
No.
It's not snowing. I can just get in the left lane when I want. I don't need to follow no stinking laws. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, you can't cross 2 solid white
You
lines.
can't cross it. Pack your patience, and it's just not safe. Buckle up.
No, it's absolutely not.
Traffic slowing down here. You want to make sure you're back and you can see everything. Ideally, to be defensive here, is that you wait until everything's clear and you move over, but you can't break the law.
I mean, what about this doesn't say you're going into a larger city as well, right? I mean, you had lanes merging on other highways. Crazy.
No bueno.
No. And, we talk all the time, why you got to do this? Because you can't predict when things are going to happen. And I feel for this guy. Great job by this driver, but what a place to break down. And if people aren't paying attention, you can't see on the other edge. It looks like a pretty good drop, but just a reminder that, hey, why you have to slow down, why you have to keep that space is here. This poor guy has broke down. I'm sure if he had a place to choose, this wouldn't be it.
I've been doing this a while, and I'm pretty sure you don't ever get to choose your breakdown
No,
point.
you do not.
It's pretty much that's what it
Can
happens.
you imagine somebody not paying attention and coming through here and hitting somebody as we've seen on some other videos? Boy,
Great speed, way to slow down, way to
Control the traffic.
Control the traffic behind you.
Yes.
Great job.
here, again, talk to this driver. We're now getting to the stop sign. Yet we think that vehicle was sitting there for quite a while. And, you got to be patient. Take your turn. Intersections are dangerous. There was no reason to pull out there. See, we're sitting back and we're getting kind of that running start. And I just can't do that.
I thought you're always supposed to let the person on the right go first.
That is the
And
law.
that didn't happen
yield.
once
on
this. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
Start
you
this
yield.
over again.
You yield to the right,
Look,
but
here we
but
go.
in a lot of places
the car
like
to the left goes.
I don't know where this
the van
happened.
or the bus
The
to the
bus.
left goes. Now the guy across from him goes. Then his
This
turn.
driver
He actually does it the right way. The guy finally says, "You know what? It's now my turn. Somebody win in this lane."
Well, it brings up a great question. Look, you let the guy on the right go. Well, he let the school bus go, but the school bus didn't. The school bus let the guy on the right go. Well, how do you do that?
That's a mess of an intersection.
It is.
Stop.
It really
That
is.
thing screams stoplight. I mean, look at the lights just bound up all the way down.
Yes, it does, don't it? Looks
I
like
think
a pretty
that's
good-
an Everman.
It is.
I know right where that thing.
Okay. Hey, wow. Just watch. Woo.
Oof.
I backed it off several times because you know what really scared me because I thought that was a fuel truck. Could you imagine? In the front, you know, we talk a lot about owning it, but even the drivers say own it, protect it. Drivers state usually if something's going to go wrong, it's going to be ahead of you. So you need to keep the space in front of you protected at all times, right? It's the buffer zone, the cushion, and basically what they say, it's very simple math. The more space, the more time you have to react to something. And that is true, and we see that a lot. Usually what's happening is the bad stuff is happening in front of us. So that's kind of our wrap-up, what the professionals say this week on the safe driving tips at avoiding accidents.
Some good, solid points there, and the things that I liked. What was the first thing you said? If it's behind you, it's probably not going to be a problem.
Yeah, typically, you don't have a whole lot of issues.
I'm going to agree with you. Or you just can't see it, right? I mean, what's back there's back there. You know.
Just drive away.
That doesn't mean that doesn't mean you run away from the problem, though.
No.
If something happened, you don't just keep going.
No.
It's in the past, Let it go. Let it go. That's not what we're saying.
No. I'm always mindful of Drive Safe Dave is behind me. So.